What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Welcome to the Truth Hurt Show. I think this like episode 32. I told you I'd be off on these numbers. We do so much. I be mixing in boy videos and all kind of shit, so I forget about the number. But we gonna talk about a lot of shit. Things that's in the drill culture, things that's not in the drill culture. We gonna talk about life. Remember, like I told you, I do so many blogs about the blinking, blah, 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 blah. People doing this, people doing that. So much street shit that every now and then I like to drop one video that just talks about life. Now don't get me wrong, I'm the Street Reporter, so we gonna mix that shit in this shit too. But a lot of people keep saying, True, we tired of all that preaching shit. We don't want to hear that preaching shit. Well, like I tell you, get your hot sauce bottle head ass on right now. Come back later on. I drop about 7, 8, 9, 10 videos a day. One video that got a little bit of good energy in it ain't gonna hurt you. You don't take your ass to church anyway. Can't nobody tell you shit. Your mama can't tell you nothing. Your daddy can't tell you nothing. You tough. You slapping that motherfucker up. You should want to hear this shit. But like I say, if your chest ain't strong, this is a perfect opportunity for you to walk out the room right now, because it's finna get deep. If you can't hit this like button for me, man, smash the hell out that like button. Don't be stingy. Turn me up on the likes. Y'all be doing me dirty on the likes. One of the first things I want to talk about is a lot of fake shit out here. Stop being fake. I'm tired of the fake love, tired of the fake tough guy shit. Cut it all out. Be real with yourself, you know. Stop being a wannabe, you know. That wannabe shit ain't cool. I tell people that. You got to be yourself, you know. Everybody else took it. You feel me? Me, I can win an award. I can win a Grammy, an Emmy for being me. I can play me better than anybody else. I tell people that. Stay true to yourself. An original is worth more. You feel me? Stay true to yourself. Treat your life like a Rolex. Don't go bust it down. Be original, you know? Stop being the bust down version of yourself. Be who you is. You don't got to be nobody else. Take your time. Life is going at your pace. Because you see the next person living their life on social media. You know, your time going to come. Stop comparing your life to somebody's goals. They ain't put their lows on the internet. Be very smart with that shit, okay? The Takeoff thing. I want to talk about the Takeoff thing. That shit kind of got me crazy because he done petitioned to court and asked the judge for some money. He wants some money. Can you believe that shit? Takeoff killer DJ Pat wants some money to hire a private investigator. He said he need $5,000. He want a private investigator. His family barely got enough money for his attorney. His attorney gonna work with the little money that they got. They want a private investigator on this case because Pat feel like some other shit happened. I think Pat feel like it wasn't his gun, it wasn't his bullet. You know, he wants some investigation going on. He asking for money. Seemed like he got left to hang. Fall guy. Man, we don't know what the fuck Pat was on. I don't know why the fuck Pat pulled no gun out, man. We don't know what the fuck Pat going on. We don't want shit to do with Pat. Take the Jay Prince and Shakur and them, they said take my name off that shit, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't even put my name in this trial. Well, why ain't no motherfucker tell on him then? Y'all was there. If you ain't got shit to do. This is funny, you know. I don't know who he was defending, who he was taking up for, but this happened. I don't know who the argument Quavo was in, but this just feel like nobody's taking up for him. Quavo and them had Migo bands too, and the information about Migo bands and shit like that too. You know, we want to be honest with this shit. We want to hear more about what's going on. Well, I don't even know if it's Migo bands, but we've been hearing shit about Migo bands. What the fuck up with that? But like I say, this internet shit, it tells you what it want to tell you. Once again, I'm not with the snitching, I'm not with the ratting, I'm not with the eating the cheese, but I'm going to tell you, Takeoff got holidays named after him. He got boulevards and avenues named after him. His funeral was in a stadium, celebrities there. Everybody's showing Takeoff love. You feel me? What's up with the family? Not the family, but Takeoff, Quavo, you was there. It seemed like for a minute, the killer was getting way more respect than Takeoff was getting, but the police put it together. You know, if it wasn't for the police and, you know, people who took up for Takeoff, this would probably be a cold case, and there was a lot of people standing outside. I wonder why ain't nobody told. It seemed like mob ties are strong, in my opinion, but hey, like I tell you. But in different cases, even with like DJ Pat, and this ain't got nothing to do with DJ Pat, a lot of people's lives would be saved if you just talk to your homie. You can save your homie life by just pulling them to the side and talking to him and telling them, look, calm down, bro. You on some wild ass shit. That shit not even cool. Buddy not on that shit with you. Or tell him, look, calm the fuck down. I know dude did some shit. I know you ain't no bitch ass nigga, but right now you living good. Let that shit slide. I tell your homie, man, calm down, bro. I don't know if you know, but shit, bro ass really like that. Bro ass killing motherfuckers. He taking bodies and all kind of shit. Don't beef with him. Beefing with him gonna lead to a lot of bodies and shit, bro. It's not that serious. Yeah, he fucked your bitch, okay? You nigga ain't stole from you, nothing. A lot of lives would be saved if you tell your homie he doing wrong. I noticed that. You know, in my opinion, I believe a lot of people would still be here if they had homies who would talk to their homies and tell their homies the real thing, you know? Fuck all that friendly shit. Sometimes you gotta tell your homie you moving bogus. You on some bully shit. You on some bully shit, bro. Or, you know, you just gotta be real with your friends. I tell people that shit, you know. Me, I tell you instantly. I cut off a lot of bad energy around me. You know what I'm saying? And I was a bad energy to people too. People cut me off. Shit, it's a two-way street. But now I'm to the point now, like I tell people, I was in a dark place. You know, it's a lot of silent battles, silent wars I won and nobody knew about. You know, that's why I thank God every day. This year I just went through a lot of silent battles. I went through a lot of mental fights that nobody knew about. You know, and I came out of that shit. So I tell people this: I'm protecting this version of me, big time. You feel me? I don't want no bad energy, none of that shit. You know, in my real life, I'm protecting myself. This version of me was hard to get, you know, so you feel me? I got that blick by my heart. I'm protecting my peace. And I tell people that shit, man, this is real. You know, I still got a lot of love in me. Do not get this shit confused. I got a lot of love in me. I just can't give it away like I used to. You know, I got a lot of love in me. I just can't get that shit away like I used to. You know, I'm very picky on who I'm giving this love to. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like that because, you know, shit is different. You know, when you allow the wrong people in your life, shit come up missing. I ain't talking about the thief stealing your money, stealing your credit card. I'm talking about the wrong people in your life will steal your joy. They'll steal your peace, your happiness, your faith, your hope, you know, the godliness in you. They'll steal all that shit from you. You let the wrong people inside of your peace. So you got to be very careful who you allow inside of that shit. You feel me? I got to protect this version of me. And you should protect that version of you. I keep telling people that. And pick the people in your life who love you, who gonna ride for you, who there for you. Them the people you gotta pick. Them your people. When you was fucked up, you was down and out, you was quiet, you was silent, people couldn't see you, you was stuck in your room, you had a bad attitude, and people was still coming around trying to kick it with you, hang with you, giving you a hug, telling you they love you. Them your people. The people who checked up on you when you went into that little, you know, that little crushed up ass room and didn't want to talk to nobody and they still wanted to fuck with you. They knew you had a bad ass attitude and they was still loving you. Them your people. You know? Focus on them. You got to pick the people who love you, who there for you, who gonna ride for you. And you know who them people is. You know who they is. Stop trying to be with them other people who you just love. Sometimes you got to focus on the people who love you and not the people you love. And I tell people that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the keys in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. You know who love you. You feel me? You know that man love you. You might not like him because he ain't tall enough. He ain't skinny enough. You know, he don't look how you want him to look. But you know he love you. You know he got your back. He ain't gonna leave you hanging. Ride with him. That's the motherfucker you gonna let slide with shit. That's the motherfucker you gonna be lenient with. That's the motherfucker you gonna forgive, that you not gonna snap on all the time. Them your people. You know who love you. Stop trying to love a motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you. You feel me? Lil Snoop mama is going viral on the internet for an interview that she did. She said Lil Snoop killer, listen to me. She said Lil Snoop killer stayed in her house. She said not only that, Lil Snoop killer came to the funeral. Damn, she said they ain't got the autopsy report yet and didn't know. She said his story sounded fishy, but they couldn't accuse him of nothing. You know, they had love him. Snoop had love him to come find out one of Snoop's friends killed him. I ain't surprised by that. I really don't like that frenemy shit though, you know, being around a motherfucker your whole life and then they turned on you, kill you violently. I don't feel like some shit happened. They got out of hand, the argument went too bad. When a motherfucker do shit like that, I feel like they been hating. A nigga been hating in my opinion. You feel me? So, I don't know. But when I heard that story about Lil Snoop, you know, it's always your own. It's always your own. It's never a stranger. It's always somebody that know you. It be the envy. It be the jealousy. It be the hatred. A motherfucker feeling like they supposed to be in that position. You owe them. It's not Lil Snoop's job to make nobody rich. Understand that. It's not his job. Now, it'd be nice if he can help pull you in. But remember, before he was in the music industry making money, when he was just working at a regular store like Walmart and McDonald's, he wasn't coming home on Friday giving you half of that check. What in the fuck made you think he's finna give you half of his rap check? See, people don't understand that. You gotta let these artists go get that bag for a little minute. You gotta go let them chase that bag. Go let them touch that bag, get the bag, get in the position to come get your back. This shit got a list you gotta go through. You got moms, you got dad, you got family, you got wives, you got kids. These are all the people who gotta get taken care of before you dirty ass niggas. Gotta understand that, you know? So, yeah, that sounds weird. A friend of me took Snoop life. Something about that I don't like. Something about that shit rubbed me the wrong way, you know? You gotta be careful who you keep around. No, I'm okay right now. Okay, that was housekeeping. They hit me talking, beating all on my door and shit. But like I said, you gotta be very careful out here, you know? Last thing I want to talk about. I think this is very important to talk about. I took Lil Durk to the board yesterday. It was a lot of rumors about him snitching, telling. You know, he told on the dead to get out of that case in Atlanta. You know, I looked at the reports. I spoke on it. I broke down the paperwork. I looked at the documents, police reports. I listened to the police scanners. In my opinion, I didn't think Durk told, you know. Now, there's things about this case that seem a little freaky weird there, you know. It's a possibility. It's things people know that I don't know. That's what make blogging dope. But when I looked at the paperwork, I didn't feel like he told. I felt like the witness stopped cooperating. Durk was rich. Von passed away. Hella Bands passed away. Bezu, close friends of Durk. A video only shows a car with fire coming out of it. Doesn't show a face or anything. I didn't think they had enough evidence. I thought this case was in shambles, in my opinion. But a lot of people saying, Truth, you wrong on this one. Remember, I'm a street reporter. I'm not hard-headed. I listen to everything. And I could be wrong. Just in my opinion, I'm not putting a jacket on nobody until I see the black and white. I see the paperwork where I got more evidence. Not just a hunch or because a couple people see it. I don't follow the trends. But I can say this. It's been a lot of rumors about Durk telling. A lot of people been talking about this. This shit has becoming viral. Now it's getting to the point where, you know, when T.I. spoke out about it, I think that's what reemerged the rumors about Durk telling Von. Now, you know, Terrence Williams, which is like the brother of Birdman, he went viral for telling on his homies to get out. You know, he spoke on him telling on himself. He spoke on T.I. recently coming out. He want to know if the world gonna have the same energy with Lil Durk. You know, according to him, he says Lil Durk did the same thing. Lil Durk told too. That's what he said. I think that's strong for another person in a culture who kind of got an impact like him. His impact ain't that huge like Durk, you know, or even close to it, but he got an impact in this shit. The fact that he's coming out accusing Durk and saying Durk did the same shit he did, I wanted his people to have the same energy with him. I think it done got to the point now with Durk, you know, you got to speak on this, bro. You got to come out. You got to talk about this. You know, I understand, man, I ain't finna speak on the rumors, get shit legs to get to running. But now it's famous people. It's rappers. It's a lot of people who big in the culture are believing that you told. Your name getting linked in telling allegations. I still don't think he did it, me personally. But I got to see it, you know. I'm not saying he didn't. Remember the key word, think. But until I get some paperwork, I'm not putting that jacket on nobody. I'm not going to do it. But I do think it's enough talking and enough chatter about it that he got to come out and speak. You know, it's time for you to come out and speak. I know what you got going on as far as like with your girl India, you off social media and shit. But the culture want to hear from Durk. Culture want to know, is these rumors true? Do you hear the rumors? Do you see them? And how do you feel about this? Because, you know, you an avid person releasing paperwork. You can't talk, and even if your name involved in rumors, I recall KingVon saying, man, look, even if your name involved in rumors, I can't fuck around with you. And it seemed like Durk's name now is being involved in rumors, and it's not being involved by the ops or his enemies or niggas he don't like in Chicago trying to dirty his name up. His name is being involved by other people, and even people in the culture. So I think it's time to speak on it, Durk. I know that shit get irritating, but I appreciate the love. It's the homie truth. I did some dope interviews today. Yesterday, I did an interview, in my opinion, it's a classic fucking interview with Shawty Hits. A lot of people don't know Shawty Hits, and a lot of people know Shawty Hits. Black Mob, real close to Shooter Shells, been doing this rap shit, buzzing on the street. When I talk to people behind the camera, because I talk to a lot of people behind the camera, you know, they tell me about some of the top people in the city who I shouldn't talk to. Real street niggas, man. These niggas here, you don't want to fuck with them. These are real street niggas. Damn, I almost felt I was told about Wooski, Poo Poo Man, 800 Fats. You know, these are guys people told me, real street dudes. And this guy, Shawty Hits. I was told Shawty Hits is very aggressive, real street dude. He has a reputation in these streets. People know him. Real close with Shooter Shells. We talked about a lot of shit in this interview. I think this was a classic interview. Man, we talked about Shooter Shells. We talked about the drill culture. We talked about they beef with No Limit, NLMB, Mad Max. We talked about G Herbo. He actually told me he got in a severe fight with G Herbo. A severe fight with G Herbo. I thought this interview was crazy. He spoke on a lot of shit I never knew about in the culture. I'm dropping part 1 later on tonight. I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel so y'all can see that interview. This was a dope interview. We had Black Mob in here today. You feel me? They say truth. You got to get Black Mob in here. So we got Black Mob in here. Had the whole gang in here too. We even had Buddy who was in the interview with Shooter Shells who was in here. So this was a classic interview, man. Keep the donations to yourself. It's hard out here. You don't got no time to give me your baby money. It's hard out here. I was finna give you my speech, but I want y'all to see that train. Y'all see that train riding? That's dope. This one I'm in right now, y'all see my little view. I don't know if the light too thick, if you can see it. Yeah, it's dope out there. This is where we was doing interviews at. But like I say, keep the donations to yourself. It's hard out here. You don't got no time to be giving me your baby money. You don't got no time to be giving me your baby money. You feel me? The weather look decent today. You might want to do something nice for your baby. Get him out of school today. Have some little juices for him. Capri Suns. Little Flaming Hots with the chips and the cheese and the meat and the little jalapeno peppers or something. Make them feel good. Put a smile on their face. I'm a grown ass man. I get into any problems. I figure it out. I appreciate the love though. Remember, hit that like button. Turn me up on them likes. It's the homie truth.